A key aspect to consider is the quality of the materials used in the manufacture of inexpensive laptops. Many of these devices are built with components that are of lower grade. The use of inferior metals and plastics often results in a product that wears out more quickly. The structural integrity of these laptops may be compromised after only a few months of regular use. This leads to the need for repairs, or even complete replacement sooner than would be the case with devices that have been constructed with higher quality parts. The additional cost of repair and replacement serves as a burden to consumers who initially sought to reduce expenditure. Furthermore, the design of these inexpensive laptops is often optimized to lower production costs. As a consequence, certain safety and durability features are omitted. The absence of robust hinges, high-quality screens, and effective cooling systems can lead to a reduction in overall device performance. Over time, the diminished capacity to manage heat and handle frequent use contributes to a decline in speed and efficiency. In many instances, the lifespan of a cheap laptop is significantly shortened due to the lack of such design considerations. The economic implications extend beyond the direct cost of repair and replacement. Over the course of its operational life, a low-cost laptop may incur higher operating expenses. For example, inefficient processors and outdated battery technology result in increased energy consumption. The additional electricity required to power a less efficient device can accumulate to a considerable sum over an extended period. Moreover, the cost of periodic maintenance, such as battery replacement and system updates, adds further to the hidden financial burden. In addition to the direct financial costs, there exists a significant environmental impact associated with the production and disposal of inexpensive laptops. The manufacture of these devices often involves processes that are harmful to the environment. The extraction of raw materials, such as rare earth elements and other minerals, is conducted under conditions that may not adhere to strict environmental standards. This can lead to soil and water contamination, as well as the depletion of valuable natural resources. Moreover, when these laptops reach the end of their short operational life, they contribute to the growing problem of electronic waste. Improper disposal and recycling practices can exacerbate the environmental harm by releasing toxic substances into the ecosystem. Ethical concerns are also part of the hidden cost of cheap laptops. The production of these devices is frequently associated with poor labor practices. Workers in factories that produce consumer electronics may be subject to long hours, inadequate wages, and unsafe working conditions. The economic model that underpins the production of low-cost laptops often prioritizes cost reduction over the welfare of laborers. This situation not only impacts the well-being of those involved in the manufacturing process, but also raises broader questions about the ethical implications of supporting such a market. The limitations in performance that are inherent in many inexpensive laptops further compound the issue. With lower quality components, these devices may not be able to run newer software or support the latest applications. This restricts their functionality and reduces their utility in a rapidly advancing digital landscape. The inability to upgrade hardware components without significant cost forces users to purchase new devices more frequently. Consequently, the cycle of purchase, use, and disposal is accelerated, leading to both financial and environmental drawbacks. A further hidden expense is found in the domain of customer service and technical support. Manufacturers of low-cost laptops may offer limited support in the event of a malfunction. Consumers who encounter technical issues might find themselves facing long wait times, inadequate service, and high repair costs. This lack of reliable support can result in prolonged periods of downtime, which in turn affects productivity and imposes additional indirect costs on the user. There is also a consideration regarding the long-term compatibility of inexpensive laptops. As technology continues to evolve, software and hardware standards are updated regularly. Devices that are built with cost in mind often lack the ability to receive critical updates and improvements. This can lead to security vulnerabilities and a decline in overall performance. Over time, the inability to keep pace with technological advancements means that these devices become obsolete more quickly than their higher-priced counterparts. The cumulative effect of these hidden costs serves to undermine the perceived benefits of a low initial price. The decision to purchase an inexpensive laptop is frequently driven by a desire to minimize immediate expenditure. However, when all factors are taken into account, the total cost of ownership can be substantially higher. In this context, the initial savings are outweighed by the recurring expenses that result from inferior build quality, poor performance, and increased energy use. A careful examination of the long-term economic impact reveals that the hidden costs are considerable. In the realm of environmental sustainability, the hidden cost of cheap laptops is also significant. The impact of rapid disposal and frequent replacement of these devices has far-reaching consequences. Each discarded laptop contributes to the growing burden of electronic waste that must be managed by local and national authorities. The recycling process is often inefficient, and many of the materials cannot be recovered or reused effectively. This inefficiency leads to a loss of resources that could have been repurposed, thereby compounding the environmental footprint of low-cost electronics. Furthermore, the social implications of producing inexpensive laptops deserve careful consideration. In regions where the production of these devices is a major industry, the economic pressure to maintain low prices can lead to a culture in which quality and ethical standards are compromised. Workers in these industries are frequently exposed to hazardous conditions without proper safeguards. The social cost, therefore, is not limited solely to the consumer who purchases the product, but extends to the communities where these devices are manufactured. The evidence gathered from various studies and industry reports indicates that the hidden cost of cheap laptops is multifaceted. It encompasses direct financial burdens, environmental degradation, ethical concerns, and long-term performance issues. Each of these factors contributes to a scenario in which the apparent benefits of a low purchase price are offset by substantial drawbacks. In a world where technological devices are essential tools for education and work, it is imperative to consider all aspects of cost. The economic model that favors low-cost electronics may be appealing at first glance. However, a thorough analysis reveals that the true price is far higher than the sticker price. The discussion of hidden costs serves as a cautionary reminder that all products have inherent trade-offs. In the case of inexpensive laptops, the trade-offs include a shorter lifespan, greater energy use, and environmental and social costs that are not immediately apparent at the time of purchase. A comprehensive evaluation of these devices must take into account the cumulative expenses incurred over their entire life cycle. The data indicate that a focus solely on the initial price can be misleading. Instead, a holistic view that considers the full range of costs offers a more accurate picture of the economic and social impact of these technologies. The foregoing analysis demonstrates that the decision to purchase a low-cost laptop must be made with full awareness of the hidden costs involved. The initial appeal of a low purchase price is diminished by the recurring expenses associated with inferior materials, reduced durability, and the broader impacts on society and the environment. Each of these factors contributes to a higher total cost of ownership, which in turn undermines the short-term savings that are often the basis for the purchase decision. This examination underscores the importance of evaluating all aspects of cost in a thorough and comprehensive manner.